Hello, Gemini. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilahs Spiritual Spot, and here's your 2021 forecast. I'm going to start with an overarching message using my Psychic Tarot here, and we'll just get right into it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button because I go live on this page every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we have 4 cards drop, and I will read them all. So we have balance, we have shadow, which is also a balance of the dark and light. So, you know, you're coming into a phase in your life where you're trying to find your equilibrium. You know, life is full of obstacles and challenges. It doesn't mean that you can't overcome them or it's not going to be a good year. Because at the end of it, you have positive momentum forward. I also feel like it is powerful. Because although it may be bumpy, you're going to ride it out. I'm going to be using my circular tarot deck for this forecast. So a card for each month. And then we'll just begin. Thank you. So here we have 2 cards. We have the Knight of Wands, also with the 4 of Wands, or the 4 of Staves as this deck calls it. We have the High Priestess for February. We have the 9 of Wands for March, which falls in line with this balance and shadow side. We have the Strength card coming for April. May, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups here for June. July, we have the 4 of Pentacles. I'm actually going to put this with it because they kind of wanted to come out together. And then the Page, 4 of Pentacles with the Page of Cups here for July. Just move this over a bit. August, we have the 5 of Cups, or the 5 of Vessels. We have the 5 of Staves for September. But we have the 7 of Vessels for October. November, we have the Hierophant. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. And then finally for December, we have the Empress. So again, like I said, you have your ups and downs, trying to find your equilibrium and balance, but you end and begin on a pretty positive note. We have the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So let me just slide my chair in and we will get to it. Okay, so here we have in January, we have the Knight of Staves, or the Knight of Wands, with the 4 of Wands. So you're going to have a very good January. So it's going to bring some happiness, some reunions, some celebrations, just time to celebrate some good news here. Along with the Knight of Staves. Now, you know, the Knights are all about going after what they want. But I happen to feel, because this is also the marriage card and we do have a Knight, I feel like for many of you, you're going to be coming into a romantic period where you meet someone new, right? You're going to be meeting your Knight. In February, spiritually speaking, you have the High Priestess card. So it's just telling you that it's a time to trust yourself, Gemini. It's a time to trust your instincts and to work on them, work on your feelings, work on the balance of it all, right? Because sometimes you have that mistrust within yourself. And this is highlighted by this 9 of Wands, right? So 9 of Wands is always about keeping boundaries, right? Keeping people at a distance. And that could affect the new relationship that's coming into your life. So just be aware of that factor. Here in April, it's all about your mental strength, right? So getting into the balance and getting into your shadow self, if you work on your anxieties here with keeping people at a distance, you're going to get into your mental acuity or your mental strength. You're going to be able to slay your lion, whatever that is, and control, right? Because my spirit guides are giving me that word. You're going to come into some type of control or bring control back into your life where you feel like you're the captain of your own ship. In May, you're thinking about your finances, right? So maybe some of you are trying to work on a budget, are trying to figure things out financially where you can have an abundance. And this brings you on your journey. For some of you, you're starting a new business or starting something creative to bring some additional money in. This is happening for you in May. With this 9 of Vessels here, excuse me, in March, in June, with this 9 of Vessels here in June, vessels are cups, right? So it's your wishes coming true. It's material abundance, it's emotional abundance, it's having all your cups full and all your eggs in the basket. You're not missing anything, you're not missing a beat. You're going to be able to feel like you have it all and have it all together. What did I say? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Sorry. Here in July, we have the Page of Vessels along with the 4 of Pentacles. And it's kind of reminiscent of what's happening in January. So the 4 of Pentacles, talks about long-term security, wanting to be secure in yourself, wanting to be secure in your finances, but followed by this Page of Vessels is you wanting to be secure in your emotions also. So you're going to be working on both, like a continuation into trying to get it all together in a balance, getting over the obstacles and challenges for the positive movement forward. Here in August, we have the 5 of Vessels here. So it's normal after having our ups and downs to think about the past and think about what was lost. Spirit is telling you don't get hung up on that because we can't move backward in time. We can only move forward. And you're not out. You're not out of the game. You're not dead in the water. You still have a reserve here. So just take a look back and remember that you still have your power about you. You didn't lose everything. Here we are in September. Right, we have the 5 of Staves or the 5 of Wands, which speaks of conflict, right? So there's going to be maybe some family arguments going on around September, but remember, this is part of your journey this year, right? Finding the balance, getting over obstacles. Nothing in here suggests anything monumental that you cannot surpass, because here we are in October. You're getting it back together. It's going to be a totally different atmosphere than in September because you have the 7 of Vessels or the 7 of Cups, right? 7 of Cups is about moving on, right? Moving on from the nonsense. You have choices in front of you and you're making those strides towards those choices. Here in November, it reminds you to sometimes seek higher advice, seek counsel, go within, go within into your spiritual self to get that juices flowing, right? To put the stamp on you overcoming your obstacles and challenges into your positive movement forward. Ultimately, the year ends with your positive movement and the 8 of Wands. So you're going to get into your creative self with the Empress card here. And we have the 8 of Swords here. So some news is going to be coming in December that pushes you forward in terms of things you're trying to create for yourself. And Gemini, this is your 2021 forecast. I'm Delilah Rose, and this is Delilah's Spiritual Spot.